Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Clan Masters, the finest showdown. The grand finals, live from Brazil. 5-star grand hotel with Nilpferd and
Robo.
How excited are you, man?
I'm so excited. This is going to be amazing. And as we all saw, we had a brilliant pre-show, those girls. I wasn't expecting that, but
I wasn't expecting that, but
it was good.
not sure if I would have missed it if it hasn't been there. Yeah, as you said, should be an amazing series. We have a best of 9 in store for us. Let's go take a look at the settings here. It will be Tyrant against SY, dragging it out in the best of 9. All played hopefully in one set. We got a bit more than 6 hours to play those games.
6 hours. That should be okay, unless it goes to the full 9 games.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a lot of drops. There shouldn't be a lot of lag.
Yeah,
the players are ready there on the stage. So
just waiting for them to finish downloading the Wick mod onto their new computers that we unfortunately didn't think of before the game. But that's okay.
So we will not have any more test games. This will be the first game, and will be 4v4 Arabia Team Random Civilizations.
Yes, it will. It's going to be interesting because you don't see the standard Huns, Mongols, Mayans, Spain or China. We can see anything, and it really tests the teams on how well they can adapt to what their civs are and where they are on the map.
That's so true. We could see weird compositions like Turks and Koreans on one flank, or Japanese Britons or something, and that just always spells great entertaining games.
And then with the Wick mod, it's not a guaranteed sling if you get a weaker civ in a pocket, because it slightly nerfs it. It can still be viable, but it's just not as strong as it used to be in standard AOC.
That's so true. And then we have so many great maps to come. 2 rivers it's map pack as second. Oh, I thought it was 2 rivers at second. My bad. So map pack at second. So many different maps to come as well.
So many, and they're all different types. There's closed land maps, there's open land maps, full water, half water.
Yeah.
And it's team random as well. So
yeah, I actually heard the Vipers saying that they don't train this at all, because the map pool is 45 to 50 maps or something,
yeah, something like
and
that.
Just hope for standard land or hope for standard water map, but special preparation for this map pack is just
it's too difficult. But both of these teams, their players are so skillful that no matter what comes up, they'll be able to adapt to it and play to their best.
That's so true. And then we're going into 2 rivers. A map we haven't seen that often last times, but admins came to the decision that they always had, just great racks on it, and
games on it.
should be interesting as well.
Alright, so I think we're just about ready to go. We're just waiting on Lix and Riot, I believe, and then we'll be launching the game in a couple of minutes.
Okay, so then we will talk about the other maps a bit later, but I can't leave you going into game number 1 after I heard your prediction for the whole series.
Ooh, I'm thinking it'll be Tyrant, but not as much of a blowout as people expect. I'm thinking something like 5-3, maybe even 5-4.
Okay.
Because, as people would have heard if they were here earlier today, the Tyrant players aren't exactly in the best frame of mind. They had a little bit too much to drink last night, slept in a little bit too much, and might have a pretty bad hangover.
That might be true. We don't want to mention names, but some players slept very long, missed the opening ceremony, and missed breakfast and
missed the practice games.
Lunch and the practice games. So will be interesting for sure. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, nothing else we have had to mention. Just dinner. There was a pot of rice, and everyone just ate out of it, and suddenly fire was standing up. And he's allergic to seafood.
Yes, it is.
And he felt extremely bad, had to take some pills, and now it's uncertain if he plays. He said those pills always make him pretty sleepy, and he obviously wants to have his team play the very best.
Yeah, so he's definitely not going to play in the first couple of games, and maybe if he's feeling better towards the second half of the set, he might be able to come back in.
And from what I heard, he was planned to be playing he said lots of maps, not really sure what that means, but I would have predicted 4 or 5 to see him as well.
Yeah,
Something
maybe,
like that.
but because he is a very strong water player, but not a lot of these maps are full water maps. Like there's their home map, but I don't think Tyrant would pick water. They're generally a pretty strong Arabia open map civ, and then it might come up in the map pack, and Two Rivers is kind of a water map, but you don't have to go full water on it. So
Like, but one Viking, like taking one river, is always a nice addition of map control.
oh yes, definitely, but it's probably not going to be the winning move.
Well, he can control a lot and can zone out so many areas there. I think, like, obviously you can't win the game if you only have water, but it just gives you so much control. It's a bit like, it feels a bit like Tombolo.
Yep.
So let me see if...
Yep, they're just about to launch. All the players are ready.
I personally don't know the password, so don't ask me, please.
I'm in Do Not Disturb, so you can't ask me. Oh, whoops.
Oh, I want to have your life. So let's take a look into the game room. All 8 players are ready. It will be the Viper, Slam, Riot, and Dowd going against Jinghua, Lux, Paladin, and Yo. Exactly what we expected for the first Arabia 4v4.
Yes, yeah, definitely. We're not entirely sure if Dogal's even going to be playing at all, right?
Well, I had an interview with him and asked him, like, how do you feel not playing? And he didn't deny anything, so it feels like, where is he? He will be staying over here for quite some time. The sad guy here, that's Sogao and Fire. So it seems like both aren't very prepared to start here. Oh, that's an interesting password.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one's going to guess that.
No one's going to guess that for sure. Okay. Okay, Reed is saying that he is ready. Actually, we're playing with 1 minute 30 spec delay. There is a 1 minute 30 spec delay. We don't want that, right? Should we go to Yo and... That's what we're having the head admins.
Yeah, that's what they're here for, right?
Where did he go?
I don't know why he's going around the back. Maybe he doesn't want to be caught on camera.
Oh, and this very back, here you can see,
Somewhere near my head, somewhere back there.
there's Helen and CK Forget actually streaming in Chinese.
Yeah, their setup at the back there is really professional looking.
Oof.
They've got so many computers and just gadgets and pieces back there.
Like a whole camera crew and...
Lim, they just launched.
Oh, and you can
Just
see
not in time.
head admin going at it. And he is telling Yo, like, 1 minute 30 spec delay, not with us. And now Yo's getting the bad news. Oh, why? Oh, he's trying to argue for it. Nymph is trying to argue against it.
Maybe.
Tyrants don't care at
I
all.
don't think it's going to be too much. Well,
Oh, that's a
I
decision
guess
now.
if the players decide to turn around and look at the big screen behind them, which I believe...
Is possible, especially if the game is paused. Like,
Yep.
look at this. How is, like, Slam talking to the Viper without looking at the big
Yeah,
screen?
in his peripheral vision, he'll be able to see presuming they put the game up there, which is what they did earlier in the day during
Yeah,
practice
they will
games.
absolutely do that. Okay, let's add you a bit more. And there's a sweet love story in the background here, right?
Sorry?
There's a sweet love story in the background here. Maybe some side action.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Richie getting in there.
So we shouldn't cuddle too much, so that the viewers can always see the rest going on as well. New post. Seems like...
Okay, there we are. They've come back. They're about to turn off the spec delay. And then we're going to go again.
Okay, lots of Chinese unknown players here, but as you can see there, that's like the VIP area. Like those guys sitting there, they have like their own screens. For example, the guy with the green trousers there, like the one sitting now, he is the main sponsor of SY, and they got their own setups, own screens, so that they can spectate the games on their own and still can get the feelings and see all the players here.
And then behind us, there is a massive crowd of viewers here.
A massive crowd, like,
Well,
well,
not really massive. It doesn't fill the stadium, but there's plenty of people here.
Well, the planning was up to 200. I think it's like a bit
50
less
odd?
than 100.
Maybe
78-ish.
70, 80? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Cuddle. Well, I might be up for it a little later.
We'll save the good stuff for after the games.
Okay. Start. Okay, let's see. Players are in-game. There's no spec delay. That's always, for a spectator, a bit harder because you can't really like get your flow intro into the game starting, and suddenly the game is popping without any intros.
Yeah, it's just straight into
That
it.
means spec delay.
Yes, that is fire behind us.
Doing some analysis.
Well, if we want to explain who everybody is, we have Nimino behind Neely's head there. And then we have one of the Chinese translators. And then Richard. And then another Chinese translator. And Ferris has run off somewhere. And
Where he is.
Mr. Lim is just on
Where
the
is
other
he
side of
run to?
Neely. I don't know, it can't be Ferris.
Ah, he is standing behind the Viper.
Oh. Oh no, there's Lim.
What are they drinking? Like everyone has like this golden drink. Red Bull?
Red Bull.
Why
Interesting.
and I getting a Red
Goku,
Bull?
meu parceiro, beijo pra tu, irmão.
And there's Dugal. I don't know what he said, but he's here.
Felt like an
Oh,
insult.
okay. Nice.
Oof.
And
Someone
and
getting
we're
excited,
starting.
Robo.
Game's launching.
What? How's the game launching?
My game's launched.
Mine isn't.
This
Keep
game
your password
isn't
ready
launching.
for me.
This is strange. Neely is just a little bit behind me at the moment.
Well, we will see.
We'll see.
That's not very good.
This is not good at all.
Oh, now people are getting into. It seems like lots of players were really slow here.
Yes, it seems to be taking a while. This is very strange for me. Usually I am one of the last players to join, and today I'm unfortunately the first one.
Let's see what VPC specs are saying. OBS is okay. Well, it looks pretty fine. So maybe we can shut that VPN.
There we are. There we are.
Now we're
Neely's
jumping
coming
into
in.
the game. I think we might be a bit behind there. Oh, actually, the main spectator is very late as well. That's interesting. Well,
Alright, we're about to go, guys. Just hold your horses.
hold your horses.
And here we are.
And you don't need to hold your horses anymore because now, finally, oops, I think I still have. That's pretty bad.